Ladies and gentlemen, in a world full of noise, opinions, and distractions, I invite you today to do something radical, something powerful. Focus on yourself and stay silent. You see, greatness does not begin with applause, it begins in silence, in the quiet hours when no one is watching. Ah. In those sacred moments when you're alone with your thoughts, your dreams, and your desire. Napoleon Hill once said, tell the world what you intend to do, but first show it. That is the essence of true power. Not in boasting, not in seeking validation, but in disciplined, consistent action without the need to broadcast your every move. Too many people speak of success, but few are willing to walk the lonely path of growth. Real winners are not loud, they are laser focused. They are working behind the scenes. While others talk, they train. While others doubt, they build. While others seek attention, they chase purpose. Understand this, your energy is sacred. Don't waste it explaining yourself to those who cannot see your vision. Protect your goals from the noise. Let your progress make the announcement. Focus on developing your mind. Feed it with powerful thoughts. Surround yourself with the right influences. And above all, stay committed to your inner work. Because the person you are becoming in silence will shock the world in time. Silence is not weakness. It is a sign of maturity. It is a declaration. I don't need to prove myself. I am building something greater. So today, I challenge you, be quiet in your climb. Be humble in your journey. Be relentless in your mission. And when the time is right, the world will see the result of your silent dedication. Success whispers first, then one day, it roars. Thank you. Would you like this formatted for print, added to a video script, or adapted to a specific audience, like students or entrepreneurs? You said, give me 5 keynote. ChatGPT said, here are 5 keynotes from the speech Focus on Yourself and Stay Silent, inspired by Napoleon Hill. Key 1. Success begins in silence. True growth starts when you're alone with your goals. Don't seek validation, seek progress. Focus on building quietly. Key 2. Let actions speak louder than words, as Napoleon Hill said. Tell the world what you intend to do, but first show it. Prove your intentions through results, not talk. Key 3, protect your energy and vision. Not everyone will understand your goals. Don't explain, evolve. Keep your plans sacred until they're ready to shine. Key 4, discipline over distraction. While others talk, you train. While others scroll, you study. Quiet discipline separates dreamers from achievers. Key 5, silence is a strategy, not weakness. Staying silent is not about hiding. It's about focusing. The quiet grind leads to the loudest success. Would you like these turned into a visual slide deck or social media quote graphics? You said, expand success begins in silence. 500 words doink in eating. Chat GPT said, certainly. Intro co. Here's a 500-word expansion on the keynote Success Begins in Silence, written in a powerful and motivational tone without any headings. Success does not begin in the spotlight. It begins in the stillness, in the moments no one sees, hears, or praises. It begins when you're alone, wrestling with your own thoughts, pushing through self-doubt, and committing to goals that no one else may understand. The journey to greatness is not loud. It's not full of fanfare or external applause. It's quiet, it's personal, and it starts within. Most people wait for motivation, for permission, for someone to cheer them on. But those who truly succeed don't need an audience. They begin their work when it's inconvenient. They push forward when there is no recognition. They rise early and stay up late, not to impress anyone, but because the vision inside them demands it. They know that if the world is going to see their greatness, it must first be built in private. There's something powerful about being underestimated. When no one is watching, you are free to make mistakes, to learn, to grow without pressure. There is no one to judge your early steps. There is no one to laugh at your progress. You're free to experiment, to fail, and to rise again stronger and sharper each time. That silence becomes your training ground. That solitude becomes your sanctuary. Distractions are everywhere. The world constantly tries to pull your attention away with noise, social media, opinions, critics, even praise. But the greatest achievers block it all out. They choose solitude over popularity, focus over chatter. Then, They understand that every second spent explaining themselves or seeking approval is a second taken from their mission. In the silence, you find clarity. You begin to hear your own voice, the one that tells you who you are and what you're capable of. You don't need to convince anyone else. You just need to listen to that voice and act on it. The truth is, nobody will understand your vision until it's real. And it won't be real until you've built it quietly, consistently, day after day. This is why success begins in silence, because in that silence, you become dangerous. No, not in a reckless way, but in a focused, disciplined, unstoppable way. You begin stacking small wins. You begin laying foundations. You begin developing an inner strength that no one can take away from you. And then one day, without warning, the silence breaks. The results speak. The world finally sees what you've been working on all along. They call it an overnight success. But you know better. It wasn't overnight. It was every quiet morning, every silent struggle, every private victory. That's where it began. So don't wait for the noise. Don't chase the spotlight. Don't look around to see who's watching. Stay silent, stay focused, and build something so powerful in the dark that the world can't ignore it when it finally comes to light. Success begins in silence. And silence, when used with purpose, is where legends are made. Let me know if you'd like this adapted for a speech, video narration, or something else. You said expand, let actions speak louder than words, 500 words, don't any eating, ChatGPT said. You said expand, let actions speak louder than words, 500 words, don't any eating, ChatGPT said. Words are easy. Talking is simple. Anyone can say they have big dreams, bold plans, or unshakable ambition. But in the end, it's not what you say that defines you. You do. Letting your actions speak louder than your words means shifting your focus away from impressing others with promises and instead dedicating yourself to results, because results cannot be faked. They are earned, and they are undeniable. Too many people waste time trying to sound successful rather than doing the work to become successful. They post, they talk, they boast, but behind the scenes, there is little effort and even less discipline. They want the appearance of greatness without the cost. But success doesn't come to those who announce their intentions to the world and then sit back. It comes to those who get up early, stay up late, and work in silence until the evidence is impossible to ignore. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to convince others of what you're capable of. If you truly believe in your mission, if you're really committed to your growth, your work will do the talking for you. Every hour you put in, every skill you sharpen, every setback you push through becomes part of the proof that you're becoming exactly who you said you would be. No speech is required. Real progress happens quietly. It happens when no one is watching. It happens when you decide that your goals matter more than recognition. That discipline matters more than applause. Consistency matters more than temporary validation. When you live by this mindset, you no longer feel the need to announce your every move. You learn to fall in love with the process, and you trust that the results will speak for themselves. When your actions begin to align with your words, you become powerful. People start to notice not because you told them to, but because they can see the difference. They can feel the impact of your growth. They hear the message you never had to speak. You gain a quiet confidence that doesn't need to shout. Because truth doesn't need to raise its voice. Every step you take, every goal you accomplish, every obstacle you overcome is a statement, a clear message. This is who I am, this is what I do, and this is what I stand for. You are no longer in the business of talking about what you're going to do. You're doing it. You're building, you're creating, you're evolving, and that speaks volumes. So don't waste time trying to prove yourself to others with words. Let your discipline do the talking. Let your focus tell the story. Let your results speak so loudly that no one even remembers what you said, only what you did. That's how you earn respect. That's how you build legacy. That's how you win. Let others talk. You work. Let them watch. You rise. Because in the end, the loudest message comes from quiet, consistent action. Let your actions speak louder than your words, and watch the world listen. You said, expand, protect your energy and vision, 500 words, don't any eating, ChatGPT said. Energy is your most valuable resource. It fuels your thoughts, your decisions, and ultimately your success. Protecting your energy means guarding it fiercely against anything or anyone that drains you, distracts you, or diverts you from your path. When you protect your energy, you protect your vision, the clear picture of where you want to go and who you want to become. Without that protection, even the strongest vision can get lost in the noise of the world. Every day you face countless distractions, negative people, endless social media scrolls, doubts, fears, and criticism. Some of these come from outside, others from within. If you allow these to consume your energy, you will find yourself exhausted and unfocused. Your vision, no matter how powerful, will begin to fade. That's why protecting your energy is not just important, it's essential. It's the foundation on which you build everything else. When you protect your energy, you learn to say no. No to toxic relationships that drain your spirit. No to activities that don't align with your goals. No to thoughts that breed self-doubt. You become selective about where you invest your time and attention because you understand that what you feed grows. If you feed negativity and distraction, your vision weakens. But if you feed focus and positivity, your vision thrives. Protecting your energy also means being intentional about your environment. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that align with your values and ambitions. Your environment plays a huge role in either fueling your passion or draining it. Choose wisely, because your energy will either be expanded or depleted depending on who and what you allow. Your vision is like a fragile seed. It requires care and nourishment and protection to grow into something strong and beautiful. If you expose it to harsh criticism, doubt, or negativity too early, it can wither before it even has a chance. Keep your vision sacred. Don't feel the need to share it with everyone. Share it only with those who genuinely support and encourage you. Let your actions and progress speak louder than your words. Remember, protecting your energy doesn't mean isolating yourself or avoiding challenges. It means being smart about how you use your mental and emotional power. It means recognizing that every moment and every thought is a choice. You choose what deserves your energy and what does not. You choose what deserves your focus and what should be ignored. When you protect your energy and you build resilience, you create a shield that guards you against distractions, doubts, and negativity. You become unstoppable because you are focused on what truly matters, your growth, your goals, and your future. You become the master of your own destiny. In a world full of noise and chaos, the ability to protect your energy and keep your vision clear is one of the greatest strengths you can develop. Guard it fiercely, nourish it daily, and watch as your vision transforms from a mere idea into an unstoppable reality. You said, expand discipline over distraction 500 words joint in eating chat, GPT said. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, while distraction is the thief that steals your time, focus, and energy. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Constant notifications, endless entertainment, social media, and a barrage of opinions vying for your attention. To rise above the noise and reach your true potential, you must choose discipline over distraction. This choice is not a one-time decision, but a daily moment. By moment commitment to your vision and your purpose. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It means showing up consistently, regardless of motivation or mood. It means prioritizing your long-term goals over short-term pleasures. Distraction, on the other hand, offers immediate gratification, but pulls you away from your path. It tempts you to procrastinate, to settle for comfort, and to ignore the hard work necessary for success. Every distraction you give into chips away at your progress. It divides your attention and weakens your focus. The more you allow distractions, the further you drift from your purpose. But discipline acts like a powerful magnet that keeps you grounded. It draws your focus back when your mind wanders. It helps you resist temptations that don't serve your highest good. Discipline creates structure and momentum, building habits that compound into lasting success. The key to mastering discipline over distraction is awareness. You must first recognize what distracts you and how it affects your energy and productivity. Yeah, this might mean turning off notifications, setting boundaries around social media, or scheduling focused work sessions without interruptions. It requires honesty with yourself about how you spend your time and where you waste it. Once you are aware, you can take control. Discipline is setting clear goals and breaking them down into manageable steps. When your purpose is clear, distractions lose their power. Your mind becomes focused on what truly matters, and it's easier to say no to things that don't align with your vision. Discipline thrives when fueled by clarity and purpose. Discipline also means embracing discomfort. Growth is rarely easy or comfortable. It demands sacrifice and persistence. Distraction, by contrast, offers a comfortable escape, but comfort rarely leads to greatness. When you choose discipline, you choose progress over ease. You choose to push through resistance, doubt, and fatigue because you know the reward lies on the other side. It's important to remember that discipline is a skill that can be developed. Like a muscle, the more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Start small, commit to one focused task each day, limit your exposure to distractions, and celebrate your wins. Over time, discipline becomes second nature and distraction loses its grip. Choosing discipline over distraction is not about perfection. It's about commitment to your growth and resilience in the face of temptation. It's about creating an environment and mindset that support your highest goals. It's about becoming the person who doesn't just dream but takes consistent action. When you prioritize discipline, you unlock your potential. You harness your energy toward meaningful work. You build a foundation that can withstand the chaos around you. In a world full of distractions, discipline is your greatest weapon. Choose it daily and watch as your focus sharpens, your progress accelerates, and your dreams become reality. Oh, you said expand silence is a strategy, not weakness. 500 words doint and eating. ChatGPT said silence is often misunderstood. Many see it as weakness, as a sign of uncertainty or fear. But in reality, silence is one of the most powerful strategies a person can use. It is a deliberate choice, a sign of strength, wisdom, and control. When you embrace silence, you are not hiding or surrendering. You're choosing to conserve your energy, focus your mind, and move with purpose. In a world obsessed with noise and constant communication, silence stands out. It allows you to step back from the chaos and observe clearly. It gives you space to think deeply, plan carefully, and understand situations fully before reacting. Those who master silence do not rush to fill every moment with words or explanations. Instead, they listen, learn, and respond thoughtfully. This restraint often confuses others who expect immediate reactions or loud declarations. But it's this very quiet that allows silent strategists to outthink and outperform. Silence is a tool for maintaining control over your emotions and actions. When you stay silent, you avoid impulsive responses fueled by anger, frustration, or insecurity. You keep your cards close to your chest and protect your intentions from being exposed prematurely. In negotiation, leadership, or any high-stakes environment, silence can be a powerful way to gain the upper hand. It creates mystery, invites curiosity, and forces others to reveal more than they intended. Furthermore, silence is a way to protect your energy and focus. Talking constantly can drain your mental resources and scatter your attention, but silence conserves your strength, allowing you to direct it where it matters most. It creates mental clarity and sharpens your ability to concentrate on your goals without distraction. Embracing silence also shows confidence. It signals that you don't need to prove yourself through words or seek approval from others. You are secure enough in your vision and your abilities to trust the process and that your results speak for themselves. This quiet confidence commands respect and often inspires others more than any loud boast or empty promise ever could. Silence is also deeply connected to self-awareness. It encourages introspection and mindfulness. When you are silent, you connect with your inner voice, your true motivations, and your authentic self. This connection helps you stay aligned with your values and purpose, making your actions more intentional and effective. Choosing silence does not mean you never speak or share your thoughts. Rather, it means choosing when and how to speak with impact. It means avoiding unnecessary noise and focusing your communication on moments that truly matter. It means understanding that sometimes saying less is more powerful than saying more, powerful than saying more. In essence, silence is not a weakness. It is a strategy of strength. It is a deliberate practice of self control, focus, and wisdom. When used well, silence empowers you to navigate life with clarity and purpose, protect your energy, and command respect without uttering a single word. The next time you feel compelled to fill a quiet moment, remember that silence might just be your greatest ally.